Hi guys, Vito here. I feel a little bit embarrassed, but apparently 6 days ago, as of recording of this video, the new trailer for Tales of Iron 2 apparently dropped. I already watched it one time, but I decided it would be fun to watch it again and then commenting on what we see and what we can expect. So, without further ado, I will let you watch it for yourselves and then we will start with the commentary.
You want the truth, my liege? Peace is a fairy tale. Something you tell young rats to stifle the nightmares. It's high time you woke up, for the nightmare is upon us. As war raged in the south, a terrible evil stirred in the north, endlessly clawing from one year to the next, until finally free of its frost-bound imprisonment. You think you know suffering? You know nothing, my liege. Wings black as death, fangs sharp as steel, and a thirst for vengeance that will not sate. There's a time for heroes. That time is over. The kingdom needs a warrior. Forged of the north, and as cold as the snow that shrouds these lands. A rat. Carved from iron. Bred for battle. And unleashed in war. And so, a new tale begins. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. Wishlist now.
I already did it. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I am 100% playing this. There is no way I'm not buying the game on release. So I'm going to be playing it. Now I'm going to mute the trailer and we'll go a bit forward. The team is definitely north. We go north. They already said it. A strong Viking team. Sorry about that. I went a bit faster than I wanted to. So at first, when I watched it, I thought they might tell some story about the Regis father or even the old warrior Eivor who you actually fight in the proving grounds. He's a part of the Bloody Whiskers DLC, but now that I watched it a second time, they do tell that this happens simultaneously with the events of Tales of Iron 1. So I think we are going to play with a brand new brand new hero. Let's go a little bit forward because I saw some weapons. Okay, apparently we have a giant undead bats. Undead. This is also maybe this is a undead rat that is bitten by the bats, who is also riding a bat. Very interesting. The next, really cool. It looks really, it already looks amazing. Here we are fighting again. I think those are undead, or maybe not. This might be still alive because their eyes are not glowing. We can see that we can easily parry them. I don't think it will be some deviation from the first game in terms of combat. but we shall see. Maybe some new weapons, or I already saw an interesting way to climb walls here. Again, giant bats. We have a what seems like a ranger, similar to, oh my god, what was his name? It escapes me right now, but we have a ranger who will definitely help us. Also, I think this is a two boss fight. I think we had two of them in Tales of Iron, one arena fight in the Motown and another in the Proving Grounds, which is also the fight with the Ever and his squire. So again, the IC team, the bats, everything is consistent. And also, I think this is Gray Years. You remember him? He's also part of the Bloody Whiskers expansion, so I think this game would be a very good continuation of the story. We have frogs. I'm not sure if this is some kind of elite or a basic mob. Looks like a basic frog to me. But who knows? We have gun. Good to know. We also have bows. And these scorpion-like creatures remind me of the worms you fight in the Bright Veer DLC. We also have an owl person right here and some kind of altar. So we get introduced to another race, most likely, similar to the Scrolls. And actually, that guy, I think, is going to help us because he also carries a bow with him, which is pretty nice. Ooh, that range. Look at that range. Massive range. Here we have another bot. I'm going to go on a whim and I'm going to say that this guy is probably one of the first bosses you're going to encounter because it reminds me of Lancelot with the weapon he carries, the trident. Ooh, is that a some kind of charge attack? Let me look at this again. It definitely looked like some kind of charge attack, unless it's not just an execution. Maybe it's just an execution move. Okay, we have the Odd King here. We have a few banners right here, so I assume the middle one refers to the Rat tribe. That one most likely represents the frogs, and this one I'm going to go again on a whim, and I'll say that it represents the bats. So we have two enemy factions, the frogs and the bats. Let's go a bit forward. I think this is the big baddie, and I have suspicion that this guy is not only a bat, but he's also undead because his eyes are indeed glowing. I want to go frame by frame just to be able to catch. Oh, sorry. Just to be able to catch everything I can. We have the cinematic from the first game, Greenward, and here we have the new map. Can I go a little bit backwards? So I don't think the new map will go together with the map of the first game, but we can already see few locations: Winter's Edge, Rift, White Whiskers, which I assume would be similar to Longtail Village. Let's go a little bit forward. YouTube is a bit slow today. Okay, Winter's Edge and a mysterious house. Again, this pretty much confirms for me that an undead bat would be the big baddie of the game. We have, I assume this would be the first cinematic right as you boot up the game. You can see the flag he carries on his spear, which confirms that this is the flag of the Rat faction, the Rat clans. They maybe they push back the frogs, but they awaken something even more dangerous. And here we have the bats attacking the rats. Very Dracula themed. Here we have, it's actually interesting because here we have the bat faction killing the frogs. So even though we're going to fight both of them, they themselves are not on friendly terms. God, I love the art style. Here we have a couple of heroes facing some bats, some vampires. I think this is a heavily vampire team, so this might not be just bats, but rather fully fledged vampires. Here's our body, and I think this is rather us or an ancestor or grandfather or even father. And yeah, here they show some executing moves. We have spear. Apparently, I think this is the big baddie here as a boss encounter. Oh no, maybe it's some kind of a lieutenant of his, because I think he's in the middle right here. Here we can see, ooh, that's a, wait, is that Reggie? Guys, that's Reggie. Nice, man. So we are going to play with Reggie from the first game. He's going to help us maybe in some missions. This is so cool, man. This is so cool. We have another bat boss. In fact, let's go backwards a little bit. I think someone is riding the undead bat, but we cannot. Ooh, sorry. We might be able to see the rider of the bat. Let me. Okay, it's indeed a boss, but I cannot determine if it's a frog or not. I think it's a frog, or it might be a rat. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Here we have another boss, bad boss. Actually, I think those are bats. We have another companion. It seems like, okay, this is Reggie, I think. And if this is Reggie, this is us. We have an 200 axe. I assume we'll have a 100 weapon and 200 weapons, similar to the first game. Another execution here. Let's go a little bit forward. We have a very cool looking shield, and apparently we are fighting one of the owls, so maybe some owls are friendly and there will be another faction that is not that friendly and we need to fight against them. What is this? I think this is another kind of an execution move, or it's some kind of a transformation. I cannot really. Oh yeah, I think the boss is transforming. Maybe this is the second stage of the fight, or the third. Here, nothing too interesting here. We're fighting another boss. This one reminds me a little bit of Blocky Magoo, or this is just one elite we are facing. Here again, is that a spider? I think it's a spider. Okay, we are apparently fighting spiders now. Looks really cool. Yeah, it's it's a spider. It's a spider, and we also have what seems like a frog. And I think that frog is not friendly. A lot of two boss fights here. Maybe he rides the spider or something like that. Now, this reminds me very much of the art book that I bought with the Brightveer expansion. There you can find concept art of the making of the first game, and many of them were similar. They were a little bit more grim, more dark, and this reminds me a lot of it. And I assume this is Eivor, so again, another connection from the first game. Here the bridges collapses, and our hero uses a move that will allow him to actually be able to cook and reverse the this area and be able to go on the other side. We have a snake and another our friend. I think this is another execution moves, judging by the way he jumps, which is amazing. I really love this. So we are going to be fighting snakes as well. Yeah, this is 100% an execution move. Sorry, I'm trying to go frame by frame rather than 5 seconds at a time. Then we have some kind of camp, I assume, or this is just another boss, a buzzard. So big variety of bosses this time, not just frogs and undead, which is pretty cool. And after that, what do we have after that? We have maybe an undead owl, and we have another race here. Is this raccoon? I think it's raccoon. So we have raccoons. They're trying to sacrifice that guy, I assume, or something like that. Damn, this looks so cool, man. So cool. And the owl performs some kind of attack. Very cool. Look at the tornadoes. Very cool. I assume this is either somewhere in a city, or this might be our castle that we need to fix. But that's just a thought, and I think this is the big baddie. Maybe we encounter him early in the game as an introduction. Here he kills one of our friends. And then we go to the last scene, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is everything. Wishlist the game, guys. I already did that. Again, I'm going to be playing it 100% no matter how expensive it will be, and I will play it on release as long as I don't forget about the date. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this trailer breakdown. I will keep an eye out for any new trailer, and I'm going to be sure to check them out as well and comment on them and try to find anything interesting about the upcoming game. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.